Hello and welcome back to the best of Rslash. Today we're taking a look at r/AMA, where the user I'd rather be dreaming posts, I am a vivid lucid dreamer, and I've spent years crafting my perfect dream world. AMA. Like I've told them, I have been a vivid dreamer my entire life and began lucid dreaming when I was about 10. I've been practicing for 20 years and started world building 8 years ago. I started with 4 different worlds, and I up all but one. Through trial and error, I have found a balance of control and existing within the dream. I have built an entire universe in my sleep, and my favorite part is the sky. I spent a lot of time getting the sky perfect, and makes the real one look like toilet water. I have memories specific to the dream world. I have relationships in that reality, and the people in my dream know they only exist because I am dreaming. Sadly, I cannot fight without slow-mo, and my car brakes don't work. My brain can fill in a lot of gaps, but it can't create external stimuli. Do you have any tips for those who want to get started on lucid dreaming? The first step is to realize that you're dreaming. And how would I go about doing that? It might sound oversimplified, but you just have to be aware that you're dreaming. The literal thought has to occur. Lucid dreaming is just being aware that you're in a dream. If you can have the thought or say out loud, I'm dreaming, or this is a dream, you are technically lucid dreaming. Control of the dream comes way after that point. If I do this on the rare occasion I do have a dream, it'll either wake me up or end the dream, frowny face. Dreaming is literally the best thing in the world. Wish I did it more. The unconscious mind isn't used to having company. It will push you away until it gets used to you being around on its time. Yes, it's like you're an imposter. You have to gain the trust first. Unconscious mind doesn't really trust conscious mind. I wonder why. This might be my favorite thought on Reddit. But what happens with me is I only realize I was dreaming after I wake up and have memories of the dream. I don't remember any time that I felt inside a dream when I was experiencing it. Only recollections. When you dream, is it first person or third person? First person. Next time you dream, just look around. Try to interact with the dream. If you can spare yourself from the dream, you should be able to be lucid. It might fight you to keep you in the dream. I had that experience a couple times where I knew I was in a dream. I could grab a basketball and it would drag me into the sky, changing whatever directions whenever I pushed the ball in another direction. Sadly, I can't force myself to realize that I am dreaming, but it was cool the couple of times it did happen. As soon as the dream starts, try saying, I'm dreaming. Hold on to the thought as you fall asleep. Then when the dream starts, try saying that you're dreaming. I'm a lot more lucid than I thought. Yeah, that's the dirty little secret about lucid dreaming. All it means is that you are aware that you're dreaming. Controlling the dream is just a side benefit that some people can do and some people can't. Like some lucid dreamers can fly. I can't fly no matter how hard I try, but I can change how the sky looks. I can make weather that can't exist. I assume every dreamer will have different abilities and limitations. When I lucid dream only around 6 times in my life, the only thing I could do is fly. I can't seem to control my surroundings at all. In fact, in my last one just a few weeks ago, I got really bored in it, and I was just walking around and nothing was happening. How do you think I could master the dream more? I don't know. I'm jealous of all y'all that can fly, and most of my lucid dreams are me walking around. If you're bored, then see if you can poof something into existence, like a soda or something your hand knows the feel of. The brain can't create external stimuli. Dreams use your waking memories to build the set. You can also start by writing your dreams in a journal as soon as you wake up. I know most people forget their dreams when they wake up, but try hard to remember and write it down. Do this every day and you'll start to lucid dream. This worked for me. I also have a superstition that if my head points north, I'm more likely to lucid dream. Mainly because I can't lucid dream unless my head is pointing north. Have you ever had problems with sleep paralysis? Not that I'm aware of. I have the exact opposite problem. I tend to move around. I don't sleepwalk anymore, but I do move. A lot. As in, I can get a fitted sheet off in one sleep. Making my bed is a fruitless endeavor. I will also punch and kick anyone that gets near me while I'm sleeping. I'm what I call a violent sleeper. I used to have the same problem with sheets. I got 8 safety pins and clipped them on all corners of the mattress and in the middle of the sides. I highly recommend it. Yeah, I keep forgetting to buy sheep garters. Sewing elastic across the corners works too. I can't sew though. What tips can you give to someone who is aspiring to be a lucid dreamer? Practice makes perfect. Sleep with your head pointing north and don't try to change too much. Just because you're aware of the dream doesn't mean you have to change it. First step is to know you're dreaming. Thanks. Good AMA, by the way. Another question. Do you prefer your dream world or the real world? If I could stay in my dream world, I would. The sky is too pretty to stay away from. Plus, there is a sunny tropical beach that has snow, so that's pretty hard to beat. It's the #1 vacation destination, and only one person is allowed on the beach at a time. Makes for a very long line, but totally worth it. Your dream world has lines you have to wait in? Only for Snow Island, but come on, it's hot. The island can only fit one person, and it snows without clouds. Of course there's going to be a line. It's the #1 destination in my dream world. Lol, fair enough. Are you afraid that if you make it not have a line, you'll f*** up that world, or at least that location? All my dream people want to go there. I'm not stopping them or giving them a fast pass. I think it adds to the charm of the island. It's also the only spot in my dream I didn't make. It was like that when I found it. I just kept it. Do you have line privileges? No, gotta wait in line like everybody else. But it moves quickly. Why is it necessary to sleep with the head pointing north? That's my own superstition. I get my best dreams, most control, most vivid, when my head points north. There's no science to it. I'm also in the northern hemisphere for what it's worth. I might prefer pointing south in the southern hemisphere. I've had another lucid dreamer claim that the magnetic field will mess with dreams, but take that with a grain of salt. Is there something in the dream world that you have no control of? Gravity. So you can't fly? Much to my dismay, I cannot fly. I have tried and tried. In some of my lucid dreams, I fly by shapeshifting into a bird first so I don't have to worry about gravity. Could that work for you? I haven't tried shapeshifting. How do you do it? Well, I usually leap into the air or off of a high surface, then will myself and imagine myself turning into a bird, at which point I naturally start to fly. Shapeshifting into animals is something I imagine sometimes while awake, so it's easy for me to do while asleep. So I guess try imagining turning into a bird while you're awake in a way that would work in your dream world, then do it again in your dream. Good luck with it. Can't you build an Iron Man suit or something like that? Never tried, but I doubt it. I don't know much about Iron Man, so there's no memories to draw from. What is something you always wanted to do, but did while lucid dreaming, and what were the outcomes and consequences? I blew up the moon. Well, I made the sky prettier. But in order to do that, I had to bring in a giant ringed planet closer, which resulted in me blowing up the moon. But it's okay, because I made a new moon. So yeah, I tractor beamed what I assumed to be Neptune-ish, blew up the moon, and now we have a pretty sky with daytime planet. Did millions die? Yes. Was the other planet populated? Yes. Did I know that before changing the sky? No. Did anyone complain? No. Probably Saturn? Not blue enough. I'm partial to Neptune, so it's probably Neptune. Either way, I f***ed the solar system. You mentioned earlier that you're someone different there. What are the consequences? Does your personality change much, or just the visuals? What advice would you give to someone who wants to start? I feel like it's hard to find info about what to avoid while trying to get lucid dreams, and what is not worth wasting your time on. I dream in first person, and I've never seen my reflection in my dream. I don't know what I look like, but I'm still female. My personality is very different. The only similarity is that I like to explore and keep people at a distance. My dream self is more pleasant and not prone to anger. She also has a different voice than I do. Her body isn't mine either. I guess it's just my ideal version of me. Lucid dreaming isn't healthy long term. You spend too much time in REM. I'm talking significantly longer REM time. Your brain can't keep up the pace. I often wake up exhausted. If something or someone pulls me out of a dream, as in I don't wake up naturally, I have a short-term memory wipe and it takes a few hours to get back into reality. On the outside, I appear to wake up like I'm drunk or drugged. Lucid dream at your own risk, and remember that you can't stay in there. Also remember that it's not real. It's not reality. You will wake up, and you will have to go back to the real world. If you can't compartmentalize, I'd strongly discourage you from lucid dreaming. What do you think? Are you a lucid dreamer? Have you ever had a dream that you can control? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for listening to the Best of Rslash. If you like what we're doing, please leave a thumbs up, as that is the best and fastest way to help our channel grow. Also, please consider subscribing, because we release content like this every single day, 7 days a week on both YouTube and podcast.